Dr. Anthony Raimundo, your host, and this is What I Think, a series of videos sponsored by Accelerating Evolution LLC, a consulting firm helping individuals and organizations to achieve the journey to success that leads to greatness. Today, we will be dealing with the subject of computers and learning. It's amazing the amount of information computers have today, especially when online. The things they do are remarkable. When I was a kid, you had to use a typewriter, and every time I typed a new word, I had to start all over. It would take me a day and a ream of paper to write a paragraph. Today, I can type a paragraph, hit a key, and it corrects the spelling of every word I wrote. I have always had a problem with spelling. If I had a computer when I was in elementary school, I could have had an A average instead of an F. Now I can cut, paste, and drag things around, use spell and grammar check before printing. I'm saving a ton of money in paper. Why is it that while technology increases, our children's academic achievements are decreasing? I don't get it. Today I can hit a few keys on my computer and the whole document I wrote in English is in Chinese. It can write in any language. Without the computer, I have a problem writing in English. You know what else? You type a word, one word, on a search engine like Google, and you get 20 million websites of information. I write a word, I'm lucky if I know the definition. School districts could save a ton of money on education. All they need to do is give the parents a list of things to learn, have the kids stay home and watch YouTube, where there is a free video available on any subject. Some kids can do this on their BlackBerry. When I was teaching students with behavioral disorders, I would find them on YouTube learning how to better commit a crime. Who needs a college degree when the information is at your fingertips? You want to be a brain surgeon? Type brain surgery and get the procedure in 20 videos or less. And for you wallflowers, social life is now made easy. You can stay home and party with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Post a picture of something other than yourself so you can hook up with someone and have cyber sex. I understand cyber sex is also the withdrawal method for sex addicts like Tiger Woods. You want to know why children testing scores are poor? That's easy. The answer to the question is, I don't need to use my computer when I can have it. I don't need to use my memory when I can have it on my hard drive. I don't need to know how to spell correctly when my computer does that for me. Computers have become an extension of the human mind. The other part of the equation is computers and humans cannot perform something they are not programmed to do. Humans, like computers, have a similar operating system, but they are all manufactured with different software. I knew this teacher, and he was teaching a group of high school students, and he would constantly be saying, come on kids, you could do it, just try a little harder. The kids would try their best, but no matter how they tried, they would fail. The principal would get on the teacher's case for failing to have these kids reach their goal and threaten them with loss of tenure. The result was that the kids got tired of failing and stopped learning. They just couldn't grow 6 inches before the basketball season started. I'm sure every one of you can think of someone with natural talent. Yet schools continue to train and educate all students as if they can teach tall and fast to everyone. The United States is the #1 leading country, nation in the world with the number of computers versus the number of the population or users. Number one, China is second with only 10% of their population. Okay? In terms of the number of computers per capita, per nation. And Japan is ranked third. And the United States is ranked, we have 200 million computers for 307 million people. That means 66-70% of the country has access to a computer, minimum. That's the highest percentage of any nation. And yet we're ranked 25th in education because we're trying to use methods that no longer apply to our culture. Our kids are becoming more and more exposed to computers and using computers, while in the classroom we're still using different strategies and methodologies. Today, kids, and even myself as an adult, why do I need to remember something or learn something when all I need to do is go to my computer, do a search, and I have the information right there at hand. So instead of storing it in this memory bank, I put it on my hard drive. And that's what kids are doing. What we need to do in America and the United States is to teach children how to find information quickly, how to interpret that information once they find it, and then how to apply it immediately. Because there's no reason for us to store it in here when we could store it in a hard drive. The problem is that when we're in the workforce, we need to be able to have that information at hand. So we need to be able to teach children how to find information, how to read and interpret it, and to apply it quickly. And so that this is how they learn how to do problem and solving applications for the modern world. Okay? Now, if we're doing that from the time they're small, see, they'll have the information, they'll have certain information stored in this memory bank, and they will have others that they know they can go to when needed. Because not all professions need to know the same thing at the same time. The other part of the equation, as I mentioned before, is that we need to start guiding children in the areas where they have talents, where their abilities lie. Now, you apply technology and knowing who you are and what your skills are, then that child, that student, is researching, examining areas where their strengths are. Take this young man, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. 11 years old, and he was already studying college-level computer technology. Why? Because the boy already knew what he liked. The boy knew what he liked. He was doing something he liked. He wasn't mastering something he didn't care to master. See, and this is where we fail. We're trying to make all kids the same kid, and that's not how it is. We need to focus on what's the student's abilities, what's the strengths of this child, what is this young boy or girl, young man, young lady, where their talents lie, and then focus it, point them into the direction, give them the technology, and they will practically teach themselves what it is they know. This has been What I Think. I'm your host, Dr. Anthony Raimundo, saying goodbye for now, and may God bless.